I do simple processes to run my VO business. Probably not a real surprise if you watch me regularly. First, as it said right there in the caveats, I'm old and I'm kind of old-fashioned. I don't always mean to be, it's just me. I don't really know how to change or whether I need to change. I try to stay up to date as much as I need to. It's kind of a simple mind, simple pleasure. And that doesn't mean I'm stupid. I don't know if I'm the smartest person or the most talented VO person, but I do run my processes for my VO business with simple processes. Technology-wise, I'm just not that tech savvy. I'm tech savvy enough to get by and to have a good VO business. My set of processes shouldn't necessarily be yours. In fact, yours might be better than mine. There's a good chance they might be better, but I'm sure they will be more up to date. I'm sure of that. Mine might seem archaic, I'm sure, but here they are anyway. I don't use a fancy CRM, customer relationship management. I don't manager. I don't even know what it means.
That's how much you use it.
I don't use a fancy CRM to track my marketing efforts, just an Excel spreadsheet. That's all I use. That's all I've ever used. In fact, I didn't even use that. I just used lined paper when I first started. Every job I do, I have a 3-ring binder that I write down the week at the top, and I could show you an example, and then just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I just list the person that I got the job, the date, the type of job, the specs, so my wife, my financial assistant, Becky, can then make sure those are invoiced. Very simple, goes into 3-ring binder, and at the end we have 52 sheets. And
that's good.
I just keep the totals there. Each week I fill out a 3x5 card that tracks my weekly earnings and the total for that week. Yeah, and I specify, like I put Fiverr X amount, Upwork X amount, Voices.com X amount, and then my direct email marketing, and then the totals for those for the week and for the month. And I have 12 of those that I keep in a box, and I have 10 years of those, or 12 years of those. I think I have about 10 years of those because I didn't keep them on 3x5 cards at first. I also have 3x5 cards to list my daily jobs and tasks. I am starting to put some on my smartphone, like my calendar. I'm learning how to do that, and that gives me, kind of an alarm, if you will, and that's kind of nice. I don't have to remember to keep this around, so I'm kind of growing in my tech savviness.
Teaching an old dog new tricks.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll start coaching how to. No, I won't do that. But I do typically fill out one of these each day, and then I just put my tasks down and check them off. And what else do I do? Oh, that is Becky and I, when we first started, probably for the first 5 or 6 years, we used Word documents, just a Word document that we filled out with our little logo, and that was our invoicing system. And we just took care of that. But now we have high-tech QuickBooks. And so we use QuickBooks. Again, and I could tell you some more processes that I do, but my point isn't to convince you to use my processes. That is not my point. My point is twofold, and here it is. I've said all of that to get to this. When running a business, and I'm talking about, in this case, a voiceover business, but this probably relates to a lot of businesses. This is how I would probably run any business. Don't make things more complex than they need to be. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what I always say to myself. Just because there's something that's more high-tech or newfangled, I don't rush right to it. Because if it's working and working well, I just think I'm just going to stay with it. That doesn't mean you don't need to keep your ear to the tracks. You probably do, and you probably need to upgrade and do different things. But don't think that in and of itself, a lot of people spend a lot of time doing CRMs and doing all of these different things, and I think they're just busy with busy work, and they wouldn't have to be necessary. If it's easier for you and it's more efficient, great, do it. Second, new, fancier, high-tech processes won't make you more successful. It might aid in some ways to be more efficient, but it won't make you more successful. Just like I'm not going to be able to buy a new basketball and new Jordan shoes and some wristbands and a headband and, a new jersey and make myself a better basketball player. I have to work on the skills and get experience and different things like that. It's the same with tech stuff. Mm-hmm. Just because you have a better microphone or different things like that, or you're upgrading all your processes, it won't necessarily add to your success. And we can talk more about those types of things coming up. But that's why I say I do simple processes to run my VO business.